All right, welcome to the stream. It is March 22nd, 2026, 4:26 p.m. Eastern. Day EDT is the time. I had a brain fart there for a minute. It's fine. And we're going to get started here in just a second. So today we are taking out the fancy 727, and we're going to be flying from Munich to Innsbruck. It has been a long time since I've done this flight. All right, it is 2:26. That is the time that I have set in game. I will set that to 15. You know what? For the sake of it, we'll set to 15:30. So let's see what we got here. We've got a Lufthansa 727-200. This is a default livery that comes with the aircraft, and I gotta say, the Lufthansa 727, it just looks good. It's a good-looking aircraft, and also that registration number right there is from a real 727 that Lufthansa had. I believe it was, in fact, a 727-200. I searched it up and I did my research. I think I'm correct on that. You've seen the 727 before. I have not flown the Lufthansa 727, though. So I'm kind of excited to fly it in Europe and go to Munich. The last time I went to Munich would have been probably 2017. And it was in an A320. It was in an A320, and I had a terrible landing. I actually recorded the flight. I have it somewhere. I don't believe I ever uploaded it, though. I don't think I ever did. Talio, welcome in. All right. We are going to get up into the flight deck, and we're going to get this show on the road. All right, let's see. We are a Lufthansa, and I believe that's DLH. No, that might be DHL. Lufthansa. Hold on one second. Let me. You were not prepared, Mateo. You were not prepared. All right. Let's see. Lufthansa is DLH. I was right the first time. It's not DHL. It's DLH. And you know what? We're going to be Lufthansa 727. We'll be Lufthansa 727. We are at Munich, and we are going to Innsbruck. So that is Lowy. All right. Let's see. 727. We are not in a super. All right. I'm going to get some stuff going here. Let's get the ground power going. Is this how I want it? This is how I want it. We're not going to do the... Oh, do I want to do auto throttle? I don't know. Do I want to do old school? Or should we go the auto throttle route? I don't know. All right. Let's get that on. That can go to exit power. That can get on. That stuff can stay off. I am going to keep that one on. All right, let's turn on all of the lights and all of the fancy stuff that comes with this aircraft. That one can go on. Navigation lights can go off. Logo lights can go on. That can stay off. Overheads can go on. Right side panel can go on. That can be closed. And I will also turn those two on. All right. All right, let's finish making up this flight plan, and then we will get this show on the road. All right, there we go. You know what? I'll have passengers set to auto for this one. Runway 8, I'm not too sure what runway that is. All right, we will generate the flight. And then we can get rolling. All right, I don't think there's a way to shut that off. The way to shut that off is literally just to put that in RTO. There we go. Okay. Let me double check the rest of my settings here. I should have everything the way I want it. How many passengers we got? We got 141 passengers and approximately 8,000 pounds of cargo. So that is nice. I'm going to go into here. That should be in pounds. Right, I forgot. Every time I load up Every time I load up a different livery, I have to change the settings. All right, let's get...
Set parking brakes to request ground services.
Right, sorry. Gear should be down. There we go. Gear is down. Parking brakes are set. Let's get stairs onto the aircraft. Lufthansa, of course, because we are Lufthansa. Oh, wait, I don't need stairs. Mateo, you don't need stairs. You've got a jet bridge. There we go. Shoot. All right, we need to get the rear stairs open. So you know what? Let me just head over here real quick and get these stairs open. Hold on. I need to make sure that that's on. Oh no, I actually don't even need those. No, never mind. We are at We're at a stand with a jet bridge. Oh, the game freezes. Game freezes. It's fine. Okay, we're at a stand with a jet bridge. I don't need the rear stairs. All right, and I did forget. We're gonna run with the FMC for this one, the GNSXLS. That's what we're gonna be running, and I'm really debating if I want to have an auto throttle on here. I'm not really too sure. There's something else I need to get to analog. There we go. I want that to all be analog. I want it all to be Steam. I don't want to have any of this modern stuff. All right, let's get that aligned. All right, pre-flight. Let's get the fuel truck here, and we will start to load in fuel. Refueling.
Refueling
All right.
is on its way.
Get the refueling truck here. We will do refueling. And we're going to take a look at that. Okay. Let's get the FMC started up here. That should be in GPS. Because, so we're not using the INS. If we were using the INS, we'd just leave that in nav mode, and then we would come down here, and then we would put this in aux nav. But because we have the FMC, we're actually just going to put it in nav lock, and we're going to follow this course line. That's how we're going to navigate today. So it's a little bit newer. It's not it's not the old school fun of the FMC. Oh, I was hoping you would just use that. Oh, okay, never mind. All right, fine. You're not going to do your thing. All right. Shoot. How does this work? All right, I guess we'll just get boarding.
Boarding requested.
What do you want from me?
Go ahead. Got it.
What do you mean boarding's completed? Boarding is not completed. All right, whatever. Are you guys doing your thing? Okay, yep, we're gonna do boarding. All right. What? Well, sorry, what did Sandra mean boarding is completed? I don't see anybody on here. You have the DC-6 in 2020, and it's fun it's fun only using the VOR stations for navigation, and a very rudimentary autopilot system. Yep. I haven't tried that. That'd be a lot of fun to do, though. All right, let's take a look at what we got going on here. So this is a very basic FMC. It doesn't do anything that if you fly the MD-11, if you fly the Boeing 737 or even the A320, well, obviously, of course, the A320, this literally just tells you your waypoints. In the real 727, they would actually have a separate tool for fuel planning, I think. Why are we going up to 1,500? Okay, I mean, I know it's a really short flight, but only 1,500? Might have to take that up. All right, so we are departing out of Echo Delta Delta Mike. Echo Delta Delta Mike, runway... let me double check. Runway 8 left, runway 8 right in use. All right, so according to this, we're taking off runway 8 left. Via the Turb... what is that? Let's see. The Turbo 7 Quebec departure. All right, let's see. How do I get there? I need to go to next page. It is going to be that one there. All right, enter, no transition. All right, it'll automatically put in the transition for you, so there we go. And the last waypoint is, in fact, going to be Turbo, which that appears to be the last waypoint on here. All right, and then we've got an airway, which I learned recently that you can actually put in airways on the 727 FMC. So you literally just hit the number symbol, Y107, and then you hit enter, and you select your last waypoint. So Y107, the last waypoint is going to be RTT. So we'll click that twice, highlight RTT, and hit enter. And there we go. So we've got BODV and RTT in there, Romeo Tango Tango, and then the next one is actually going to be the arrival. All right, what is the arrival into Munich? Sorry, Innsbruck. Runway 8, which is the runway that we have planned. I'm going to hit arrival, LOWI. And then runway 8. Why does it show 7 left, 7 right? Is there another runway at Munich? I mean, okay. I'll have to look. Maybe they have a GA runway? Did I wrote that right? Lowy? It is Lowy, Innsbruck. All right, 8 left. With the RTT transition, and then it's going to immediately put in the RTT 1 Bravo star. All right, cool. Select that. There we go. And we've got all of our glorious waypoints there. That is actually a little bit easier than the INS. I probably could have used the INS for this one, but we'll just do it this way. And something that's kind of neat with this here is if we hit APHIS and then we go into 1, you've actually got a map. And so you can kind of see where you're going. But I'm not going to use that. We're just going to use this for our navigation. All right, we are boarding. People are loading in. Hello, sir. How's it going? Unfortunately, this aircraft doesn't support passengers in the cabin yet. I think FSS said that they might consider doing that. We'll have to see where that goes. That was a while ago they said that. All right, so that is all set up. Charlie, Yankee, Oscar, Whiskey, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada has 2 long runways for the airliners and a shorter one. The north end for general aviation. Yeah, there's a couple international airports that are like that. I think the airport we went to yesterday had that actually. Actually, let me just take a look. I'm curious because. Oh. Innsbruck Airport, Austria. Let's see. Maybe there is like a hidden runway somewhere. It's like a little grass strip maybe or something. I don't know. I don't actually see anything on here. Whoa. So we've got 26 and runway 8. Okay, so we're going to be coming in from that way. Maybe it's this? It might be this right here. It's not marked. Oh, look at that. There's like a little runway here, and there might be something here. Okay, so maybe this is what it is. Yeah, this might be like a little grass strip. It looks like people have been people have been all over the place with that. And then they literally just taxi here. Okay. Yeah, it might be that. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. So let's finish up the boarding. To double check here. Hello, passengers. How's it going? I'm going to do the takeoff stuff. So, Echo Delta Delta Mike. Runway 26. That's not the runway we're taking off from, is it? It's runway 8. Left. 8 left. QNH 2, 9er 85. I wonder if there's a way to put that in hectopascals. If that's the right term. 29er 85. Because we are in Europe, and I want to say that we only use this one in the U.S. All right, temperatures 13, flaps are 15. That looks pretty normal. Let's set the EPR, and we'll also set the speeds. We've got our little speed bugs right there. We aren't going to use the auto throttle, so it's going to be the human auto throttle today. So, what I found with this aircraft is if you keep this up at around 90, maybe a little bit less, you can maintain speed pretty good up there. So that's where we'll be taking it back to when we are up in cruising. Allegedly, I guess we're all loaded in. Goodbye. So, all right, let's see. I'm going to take, what should I take? So, it says 15,000 is the cruising altitude. I think I'm going to take this up to 25,000 maybe. And the cabin altitude is going to be 1.4. 1.4. There we go. I'm going to turn that on. I can get set to that. We'll turn that on. We'll also have the nav mode on there. Let's see. I wonder, does this have... does Innsbruck have an ILS approach? Is it runway 26 or is it runway 8? It's runway 8. RNAV Zulu. Okay. All right. Well, maybe I'll just put that in there. All right. We'll do the RNAV Zulu approach. There is all that fun stuff. Boarding is now complete. We've got a Lufthansa A320 right there. Looks like they are doing their thing. Oh, we also have a Star Alliance A320, I think that is. A319, A321. Very nice. Just look at that aircraft. Lufthansa, the retro Lufthansa livery just looks so good. It just looks good on any aircraft that it's on, especially this one. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna do something in the background real quick. I'll be back in like 1 moment. Not going anywhere. I was just getting left my teacup far away. Because why would I remember to bring it to my desk and instead leave it on the other table that's not anywhere in my room? All right, let's get the show on the road. Oh, camera, I'm getting pulled. Okay, no, we're fine. All right, let's get the APU going. We're gonna get the beacons on. Navigation lights can go on, and the auto APU switch is right there, so we'll get that started up. I'm not gonna have you set to auto. I always have that turned off because I run into issues if GSX is on autopilot in the 727. I just can't get it to work.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yeah, well, fun story. I am not. 12173. Let's get that plugged in. 12173. All right. We're going to request departure clearance. Unit clearance delivery, Lufthansa 727 with information. Mike requesting clearance to Innsbruck.
Lufthansa 727, unit delivery, information Mike Rest. Expect runway 08 left, Turbo 7 Quebec departure, initial climb to flight level 070. Squawk 1000.
Clear to Innsbruck. We'll expect runway 08 left with the Turbo 7 Quebec departure. Initial climb to 7,000. Squawk 1000. Lufthansa 727. I think I said that right. Okay, I should have had a piece of paper.
Contact ground 121.98.
I don't know why I wasn't ready.
Push or start.
Ground on 121.908 when ready for push and start. Lufthansa 727. All right. I am not ready for that. Munich ground, Lufthansa 727 requesting push and start. All right. Let's get that on. We're going to get that to
Lufthansa
APU.
727, unit ground.
That can stay off for right now.
Face north.
Pushback approved facing north. Yeah, Lufthansa 727. All right. Let's get ourselves pushed back. So it's going to be... it's not going to be too long of a taxi. We're really just going to taxi up here and then down to right there. So that's not terrible. It's not the world's shortest taxi either, but whatever. All right. All right. Let's leave it right there.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes are released.
Push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right. We can start up all engines. I am just going to double check that everything is loaded. Why are you still... Excuse me? Why are you going up? Like, why are you not a stable number? I don't know why you're jiggling like that. All right, that's a little weird. I had that happen once before, and I don't exactly know why it did that. All right, we're going to start engine 3. Wait for that to get up to 20. And once that gets up to 20, we can give it fuel. We'll open up the windows. All right, we will give it fuel. And then we will wait for the starter switch to go off.
Please set parking brakes.
Brakes are off.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
We have a good engine
Cockpit
start.
to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
All right, that should go off in just a second. Actually, I think it's off now. Nope, just went off. All right, we'll do engine 2, which is out of order to the way I normally do it. I usually do engine 2, 1, and then 3. I can't find the proper way to do it. Every video I've watched, people have done it differently. And even in real life, people have done it differently. So there's a couple cockpit flights in the 727, and even they do it differently. So I don't know the correct way. Whoa, what is that aircraft? We've got a snake taking off, which, ironically, that guy's name is Snake. Is that actually a snake?
Tow truck
I didn't even see that guy's name before I called that a snake. All right, do we got fuel? We got fuel on engine number 2.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Let's get engine number 1 started up here. Engine 1. Oh, crap. I got somebody at the door. Are you serious? All right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. All right, sorry about that. Had somebody stop at the door asking for somebody who doesn't even live here. I have no idea who the heck they were even asking for. Sorry, I may have come back whispering because I was a little irritated. I was just like, I don't know. It was weird. You know when like something happens, right, and you don't know, you're like trying to comprehend it, and you start talking to yourself. I tend to do that. I am sorry if you heard me whispering when I came right back. I was trying to comprehend what happened. That was really weird. All right, let's get engine number 1 started, and we can get this show on the road. Okay. All right, and let's request taxi. Munich ground, Lufthansa 727, requesting taxi, runway 8 left. Oh, I need to get all of this stuff on. Oops.
Lufthansa 727, runway 08 left, taxi via Echo 3, Echo, Delta 6, Whiskey 2, Whiskey, Alpha 9, Mike, Alpha 1.
Runway 8 left via Echo 3, Echo, Delta 6, Whiskey 2, Whiskey, Alpha 9, Mike, Alpha 1. Lufthansa 727. Alright, we'll get that on. PAX can go on. APU can go off. That can go on. That can go off. For some reason, we have the GPU still connected, because if you're not careful, you will drag the GPU card with you. So that's what we're doing. I always need to remember to remove that. It doesn't help that every other aircraft I'm in automatically removes that, but the 727's like, no, you are going to take the GPU with you all the way down to Innsbruck. Can we maybe move? Maybe? There we go. We are moving. All right. Echo, Delta, Delta, Mike.
Nordic 56 Mike Golf, gate 181 taxi via Alpha 9, November, Whiskey 1.
So we are here. We are taxiing Echo
November.
Delta 6.
Whiskey 1, Nordic 56 Mike Golf.
Delta 6, Whiskey 2, which I'm guessing might be this taxiway here. Whiskey 2, Whiskey Alpha 9er. Mike. Mike, and then Alpha 1. All right, cool. Should probably get that on. There we go. Let's get the old taxi lights on. Get flaps up to 15. APU is off, because sometimes I do forget to turn off the APU, but nope, that is fine. It is off. Let me double check. I want to... QNH 1011. Alright, that is set correctly. It's just double checking with Beyond ATC. Sometimes it's good to cross-check the information that's on here with what's on there. Seems to be correct. Lufthansa City. It's been a moment since I was here. Alright, we're gonna taxi down November. Ooh, I'm gonna... We're gonna continue... Sorry, we're gonna turn down this one. Almost turned a little too early. Oh, A350 right there, I think is what that aircraft is. We've got an Edelweiss 737 in front of us. Oh, no, wait. That's not an Edelweiss. That's a Norwegian. Got a Norwegian 73 in front of us. Ooh, I almost forgot. I need to put in the squawk code. Oh, careful. This is going to be a bump. Yep. Feel that bump? Yep, it's a bump. Alright, this is November 3. That should be Alpha 9er, and then we're going to turn on Mike. So I wonder if that 7-3 is actually waiting for me. If he's waiting for me, then good on him. Alright, I'm going to get... going to get that to on. That way, when we go to departure, departure's not like, you should have your squawk code set. I don't know what it is with the 727. I always forget to do it in this aircraft. I don't know if it's because where it is or what. Always forget to do it. Hopefully everybody's having a good Sunday. It is raining today, which is, well, it's fine. It's fine. It's raining, and it's like it's warm, but then it's cold, and it's making the temperature just really weird in my room. Look at that. Got it. Looks like a Lufthansa coming in. I don't know why this taxiway has lights on it. That's a little weird. I have a mod that's supposed to remove that. So I might have to update it or something, because it should remove this. That's a little weird. All right. Going a little bit quick. Oh, and you know what I almost forgot to do? I need to get the landing area manager started. Completely forgot to do that. All right, Alpha 1 is going to be not this one. Although I might just, we're going to use Alpha 2. It'll be fine. We'll just use Alpha 2. Oh no, maybe that is Alpha 1. No, that says Alpha 2. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. We're already turning down it. Over to Munich Tower on 118.705. You Lufthansa 727. Wow, it actually understood me. I don't know what it is. Why is it suddenly understanding me? Alright. Let me get this other stuff rolling. So, I wanted to get Volanta going. Okay, there we go. Alright, we need to get that set to there. I'm going to get that set to VOR lock. That's what that is right there. Once we take off, we're going to put this to nav lock. That is the the autopilot engage button, and then we're going to make sure we hit auto select. I'm going to take this up to 250 knots, and then we're going to set this to IAS hold. So it's a little more chill than the MD-82 is, that's for sure. Oh, why are you showing as an A320? You should not be showing as an A320, but that's completely fine. Okay, whatever. You're just going to show as an A320. That's completely fine. Volanta, you do you, buddy. Alright, I'm going to get LRM started, and then that way we can have 2 readings of the landing rate when we arrive. And also, I will log the miles on the virtual airline, so that will always be fun. Alright, there we go. That is set up. Let's get ready to go. I need to contact Tower. Munich Tower, Lufthansa 727, requesting takeoff, runway 8 left. And then we're going to turn off the cooler. The cooler's going to go to off right when we take off. You don't...
Munich Tower, wind von 00 at 12, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 left, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 727. So you want to turn this to off when you take off, but you don't want it off for very long. You only want it off for a couple seconds. If you ever watch the videos of like 727s taking off, you'll notice that the flight engineer will keep their hand over this until the moment that they're on takeoff. You don't want that on for very long. All right, we're going to set that to on. I said I was clear for takeoff. Why didn't you understand me? Runway 8 left, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 727.
All aircraft BRG seht Information November now
All right, I'm
current.
just double checking some
QNH10
information here. All right, I can put that away. We're going to turn that off because I don't think it really does anything in the game. And I'm also going to make sure that that's on. Everything else appears to be on. That's on flight. Technically, we don't need that on. I think until we get to like 15,000, and then you would turn that on, but that's okay. We can just turn it on now. And forget about it.
Munich Tower, continue.
Local Berlin 6 uniform Mike.
All right, let's go. I'm also going to set the ATC to go to my co-pilot. Yes, demonstrate that while we're taking off. That is my fault. That it's doing it late. My bad. Alright, that's good. Just doing one final check of everything. That's good. That's going to be on bus tie. Those are open. We're going to close those as we take off and gain altitude because the doors create drag. Alright, everything is good. Alright, I hope everything's good. Alright, let's put that on TARA. Alright, and we're ready to go. Oh, wait. Nope, nope, we're ready to go. Let's go. Alright, let's roll. All right, and we're off. Oh.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Berlin 6 uniform light. Go around. Fly runway center line. Maintain 5,000 feet.
Fly runway center line. Maintain 5,000 feet. Berlin 6 uniform.
I'm going to zoom that in. So we're going to fly straight out for a moment. We're going to fly straight out for a moment, and then we're going to make a right turn.
Lufthansa 727. Contact Munich radar 123.905.
All right, we're over to Munich radar.
123.905. Lufthansa 727.
What do you want from me, cabin crew?
Radar, Lufthansa 727. Good afternoon. 3,500 feet.
Well, we've already took off, so you're a little bit late, cabin crew.
Lufthansa 727. Munich radar identified. Climb to flight level 100.
Climb to flight level 100. Lufthansa 727.
All right. Flying up to 10,000. That can go off. We're at 5,000 now. And in a second, we are going to start the right turn. All right, hold on. Back it up. There we go. I'd like to be able to see my screen down there, so you kind of have a little bit of a visual reference. We've also got that as the reference. So right when we need to make the turn, that should turn to the right. So technically, I don't even need that. But it's nice to have both of those just kind of as a, just so you can kind of expect when you're going to get that. There we go. And in a second, we can begin the turn. There we go. And now we can begin the turn.
Lufthansa Lufthansa 727. Contact Munich radar 120.65. FR good afternoon.
Center on 120.65, Lufthansa 727. Bye-bye. Munich radar, Lufthansa 727, crossing flight level 078 for flight level 100.
Lufthansa 727, Munich radar. Good afternoon. Identified. Climb to flight level 150.
150.
Climb to flight level 150, Lufthansa 727.
All right, we're gonna climb to 150 and then.
Contact long in radar 127.6.
Center 127.6 with 203. Have a good afternoon.
Lufthansa 1455. Descend to flight level 110.
There we go. All right. We are now on course. I am going to set the APU. We're gonna get that to nav lock.
Descend to flight level 150.
So there we go. It's just going to do a minor adjustment because I might be off by like a hair. Another way to do it, if I didn't want to manually fly it, because occasionally, right, the nav line will be in a different direction to where you're taking off from. We could have turned that on, and then put on heading hold, and then it kind of works like capturing an ILS in a way. So, as you, I mean, if you know VOR stuff, basically works like that. So, it's not exactly the same as doing it with the INS, because I think the INS, I've never had to do that with the INS. I can kind of just turn it on and it does its thing. Mikey, welcome in. All right, crap. I need to get.
Descend to 9,000 feet.
Oh gosh. We are stalling because that's fun. I know why we're stalling. Because somebody, are live players on, by the way? It should be. I don't think live players is a thing when you move the time back, but I think I can still see you. All right, flaps can go off. I don't want you to climb like a rocket. What are you doing? Excuse me? Why are you?
Center 124.4 Chenix 6.
Hello?
Lufthansa 1761. Descend to flight level 120.
Okay, I don't.
Descend to flight level 120.
Take that down a little bit. I'd like to speed up a little bit. Can you?
Quebec flight level 350.
It's because I'm doing things differently. That's oh, I know why. All right, I'm gonna request a different altitude. Request altitude change. How far do we got until we get to where we're going?
Contact long in radar 127.6.
Center 127.
Oh wow, we only have 16 minutes. Oh, okay, never mind. We'll just hold at 1500 then.
Lufthansa 727, request altitude change.
No, it's fine. We're literally 15 minutes away.
Lufthansa 727, increase speed to 250 knots.
Oh, that's what you want me to do. Okay, got it.
Increase speed to 250 knots. Lufthansa 727.
Aircraft calling for new altitude. Say call sign.
Whoa.
Lufthansa 727.
Lufthansa 727, you broke up. Say again altitude.
I don't want a new altitude. I'm going to cancel the altitude change. I don't want an altitude change. I thought it was going to be 30 minutes, but it turns out that we're only 16 minutes away. All right, I'm going to get that down because we don't have auto throttle, so we're playing auto throttle simulator.
Descend to flight level 120, red nose 4501.
All right, I'm going a little bit quick. All right, well, in that case, I don't need to have this on, so I can turn that off. Because I think we only really need it if we're above 22,000. So since we're not going above 22,000, that doesn't have to be on. I think I can turn that off. We're up at cruising altitude, so we can turn off the seatbelt signs. We will let the people just walk around for the few minutes that they can do. We'll start a little bit of a turn to the right.
Lufthansa 727, resume normal speed.
Define normal speed.
Resume normal speed. Lufthansa 727.
All right. Time to play auto throttle sim.
1407, Munchada. Expect specified Charlie, runway 07 right.
Are all three of these engines the same? I don't know if all three of these engines are the same.
Contact along
Because,
radar
so-
127.6.
They might
Contact long and radar 127.6 AirHawk 60 Charlie
It's hard to
Kilo.
tell because when I have these... So if you notice right now, they're all aligned. With the way that I have the throttles set up right now, they are all, what is that, parallel. But the moment that I put throttle 2 aligned with 1 and 3, that goes
Climb to flight level 380.
actually right to where... Okay, maybe I'm crazy. Okay, never mind. Maybe I'm insane. No, see, it's this one. No, I mean, it's... Okay, I guess it's not... I must be crazy. Okay, I must be crazy. Never mind, ignore me. Alright, and since we're not... Since we're not as high as we normally are, I don't even need to really throttle up that high, do I? Is that moving down? Might be a hair, but it's okay.
Descend to flight level 090.
Alright.
Descend to flight level 090.
All that fun stuff can go off, because why would I remember to turn this stuff off?
Initium Foxtrot Tango. Contact me on radar 124.9.
Alright, we are cruising. We've got our throttles figured out. I must be crazy.
Have a good afternoon.
Maybe I am. Yeah, no, Mateo, it's just that you're crazy. You don't know what you're looking at.
Good afternoon. Flight level 400.
Ryanair 921, Munchada, radar contact. Ryanair 791,
So I know on the 727 Super, engine 2 is different than engine 1 and 3.
Center on 124.1.
But maybe that's not how it is on the regular 727.
Red Nose 4501, contact Munich arrival 120.78.
Contact Munich arrival 120.78.
You're gonna fly soon from LaGuardia to, I'm not sure. You're flying out of North America, isn't your thing?
Runway 07 right.
You just like flying US Canada. That makes sense.
Ready for descent.
Center 5 Charlie, runway 07 right, ready for descent. Los Angeles
Alright.
140.
I was kind of hoping that the weather would be a little clearer. Because, so for those that haven't been to Innsbruck, Innsbruck is in between a whole bunch of mountains.
Descend to flight level 190.
That's what makes this approach a little difficult.
Ryanair 8055, Munchada, expect Goko 06, runway 06.
Expect Goko 06, runway 06, Ryanair 8055.
Lufthansa 1761, contact Munich arrival 120.78.
Contact Munich arrival
How's the new game treating me?
120.78.
What new game?
Lufthansa 1761.
Are you talking about Train Sim World?
Dolomite 3 November Tango, Munchada, expect Victor
I got the DLC.
Expect Victor 150.
I'm just gonna say this. So it's kind of cool. I like it. Is this the basic radio for Microsoft Flight Simulator or an add-on? Noah, this is beyond ATC.
Expect Rattenberg 1 Bravo,
It's beyond ATC. If you're looking for an add-on, I recommend it. So, like, I can talk to it. We'll expect the Romeo Tango 1 Bravo, runway 08, Lufthansa 727, and then it'll listen to me. So, if you're looking for a radar, or sorry, an ATC add-on, I definitely recommend it.
Runway 28.
Yes, yes, I did get it.
Runway 28, Ryanair 921.
Here's the one thing. Okay, you'll take a look at it. Thank you very much. This is a cool add-on. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's a game changer. It's got traffic injection, so it does have. So you will be flying with AI traffic. What you're hearing right now is AI traffic. So like we got all these planes and everything. Yeah, it's. I haven't flown without it. Yeah, so I only have one complaint with the add-on, and it's the fact that I have yet to see passengers get on my train.
Descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level
My train has been
140,
completely
Ryanair
empty.
255.
But other than that, it's cool. I wish that there was a cruise control on the train, though. Especially when you're going through the tunnels and it's like 10 miles an hour. Trying to maintain that speed going through the tunnels, like... And then you've got these warning systems that are going off like every 2 seconds. I think that the emergency brake is activated on that train like 100 times since I got the add-on last night. Alright. Yeah, we are in the mountains. Welcome to New York. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to make a turn. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're really not too far away. We're not too far away. You should stream it one day. I could. You know what? Maybe... We'll see how I feel when we get back. Maybe I could stream it a little bit. Or maybe I'll start a new stream or something. We'll see. I'll think about it. Alright, we're turning to the right. Following this valley in.
Center on 124.925, Eiger Oscar Papa.
I think I underestimated how short this flight was going to be. I thought it would be at least 30 minutes, but it's not. You'll be back in a bit. You're going to go eat. All right. Have a good dinner.
Beaufort 801 Lima, Yunchada, identified. With Air 3 Tango Charlie, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Yeah, I think I thought that this was going to be 30 minutes, and it turns out that it was only like 16 minutes, which is completely fine. It's a nice little flight to do. Maybe we'll fly somewhere else after we leave. Maybe we'll go up to... Ooh, we could go up to Berlin. What is Berlin's airport? I'm not too sure how long of a flight this is, because I don't have that much time to stream tonight. Hence why we were just doing a little stream.
Center 124.4, contact 8 Juliet Foxtrot. Bye-bye. Munich radar, Eurowings 3 Tango Victor, flight level 38.
Oh, wow.
Eurowings 3 Tango Victor, Yunchada, radar contact.
It's about an hour and 25 minutes. I could maybe do it. You have a burger and rice? Nice.
Turn right, heading 265 vectors for Basel, Mulhouse, Freiburg Airport.
Turn right.
So yeah, we got snow down there.
3008.
Yeah, I'll probably just return to Munich. We'll do a little, kind of like a little charter flight, I think it is. I think that's the plan I got. So welcome to the mountains. I gotta say, this is the first time I've been here in Microsoft Flight Sim. It looks real good.
With Malta 3008,
wow.
descend to flight level 100.
I should see if I can find the video from 2017 when I was last here.
Munich radar, Magic Sun 77 Bravo Foxtrot, flight level 360.
Magic Sun 77 Bravo Foxtrot, Yunchada, radar contact. Astana Lina 663, contact long in radar 127.6.
Contact long and radar 127.6, Astana 663.
Looks like we got somebody in a Vision jet that just Vision jet that just departed from Innsbruck. I'm gonna get my charts. Let's take a look at Innsbruck through the charts. Approach Arnav Zulu runway 8 is the runway that I've got planned. As you can see, we've got all those mountains that are right there, so we're gonna come in through the valley. I think we're gonna just follow this in, which it's a little cloudy today, so that might be a little bit difficult. Hopefully it won't be too difficult. Vision Executive
Condor
Jets.
7 X-ray Mike.
That's one of those little, it's like the general aviation, isn't it? That little, like, Cessna jet kind of thing. It's not a Cessna, but it's a private jet with a jet engine on it. I've flown that in Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't remember how to fly it. That was eons ago. Literal eons ago.
Red Nose 50 Hotel, Munich radar identified. Lufthansa 6 Mike Echo, contact me on radar 124.925. Contact me on radar 124.925, Lufthansa 6 Mike Echo. Delta Echo Alpha Delta Mike, radar vectors, runway 09er. Report ready for descent. Radar vectors, runway 09er, ready for descent. Delta Echo Alpha Delta Mike.
Yeah, so it looks like if we look at this map here, we might actually follow that valley in. Or maybe it's just that right there. So we're going to go there. I think we're going to literally swing around and then just follow this valley in. Airport's down there.
Have a good afternoon. Contact me on radar 124.925 KL and 57 Bravo.
Uh, 1010 is the... There we go. 2983 1010. It's going to be that for Innsbruck. That is according to Beyond ATC. We're contacting Vienna Center.
124.4.
Center on 124.4, Lufthansa 727.
Tourist station to Bravo Whiskey, Vienna Center, radar contact. Alpine 5086, Vienna Center, expect Echo 1 Romeo, runway 06 right.
Expect Echo 1 Romeo, runway 06 right, Alpine 5086.
Zumzug 5 Foxtrot Bravo, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Center on 120.65, Center 5 Foxtrot Bravo. Have a good afternoon.
Vienna Center, Lufthansa 727. Good afternoon. Flight level 151.
Lufthansa 727, Vienna Center, radar contact.
Alright, we're on Vienna Center.
Flight level 150.
What is
Descend to flight level 1500.
the 13,000 until we get up
Alpine 5086.
to Whiskey 1754? So, yeah, we got to keep it above 13,000. We're at 15,000 right now. So I'd have to bet it's probably this valley that we're following, right?
Lufthansa 727, Rattenberg 1 Bravo, runway 08. Report ready for descent.
I'm ready for descent. Co-pilot, can you do that for me?
Rattenberg 1 Bravo, runway 08, ready for descent. Lufthansa 727.
Please be smart and don't take me below 15,000. Okay, you're gonna take me to 13,000. Maybe you're smart. I realize we're slowing down as well.
Lufthansa 727.
Alright. Let's get that set to there.
Turkish 8 Tango Victor Heavy.
We are beginning our descent.
5 Charlie, runway 07 right.
Expect Pacific 5 Charlie, runway 07 right, Turkish.
Gotta go, but good stream. Thank you for the follow. You'll keep it up. Oh, I will keep it up. Thank you, Noah. Thank you for stopping by. And you have a good day.
Contact Munich arrival 128.03 Dom T3 Foxtrot Mike.
Eurowings 9 Kilo, descent to flight level 078.
Alright.
Descend to flight level
Oh, man.
0780 Eurowings 9 Kilo.
Sea of mountains here.
Lufthansa 727, contact Innsbruck radar Apo 812.
Oh my, this is gonna be a tight turn right here. Is that even gonna be possible?
1,000 to go.
Contact Innsbruck radar.
Alright, we'll just chill at 13,000 and then
Lufthansa 727.
we're literally start descending right there.
Innsbruck radar, Lufthansa 727. Good afternoon. Flight level 139er with information echo.
Lufthansa 727 Innsbruck radar approach. QNH 1010 expect the Air Nav Zulu runway 08 with the Elmen transition.
QNH
Oh, good. We already got that set up,
expect
so we
the
don't need to worry about that.
runway 08 with the Elmen transition. Lufthansa 727.
There you go.
Lufthansa 727, clear direct Elmen. Cross Elmen at or above flight level 130.
All right, time for the
Cleared
super
RNZ
tight
Zulu
turn.
runway 08.
I wonder if I'm going to lose the...
Clear direct Elmen. Cross Elmen at or above flight level 130. Cleared RNAV Zulu runway 08. Lufthansa
Why? Okay,
727.
everybody's seated.
Cockpit.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
I'm surprised that I'm not losing the nav track. Even though we're like yonder far away from it. Well, that's a little scary, isn't it? Because the nav track is like a mile behind us. As you can see right there, actually. You can also see it all there. It's literally in the corner of the screen. We're in the middle. Go. All right, we're gonna maintain 13,000 until we get to whatchamacallit waypoint. Whiskey India 7, which is gonna be like right when we get into the clearing. So, kind of wondering if maybe we're gonna end up following this in. Kind of wish I could see where that is. It might be. Might be like way down here. All right, you know what? Maybe we'll follow. I would say I would take control of it. I'm a little disoriented. I think it's there where we need to go, isn't it? We'll see. We'll see where this takes me. I am a little bit concerned about that mountain right there because it looks like we're lower than it. We should be okay. We're working our way back up to that. I'm surprised that we still have that. That didn't completely throw us off. Okay, so the airport is over there somewhere. Okay, yeah, got it. So I know where we're at. Got it. Okay. Can we descend lower now?
Aircraft be advised information Foxtrot now current. QNH 1010.
All right. There we go. We are right on track. For about maybe a minute yet. I'm gonna slow down. I'd like to take this down to 250 knots. I almost forgot that we don't have auto throttle. It's like, I found the happy medium. There we go. Okay. That right there should be good. Keep an eye on that, see if we drop speed, but we're holding at 250 right now, so that's not terrible. Push comes to shove, we'll just keep it like this. Seems like we're holding it pretty good. Alright, we're starting our right turn.
Lufthansa 727, contact Innsbruck Tower 120.1.
Contact Tower 120.1, Lufthansa 727. Have a good afternoon. Innsbruck Tower, Lufthansa 727, Arnav Zulu runway 08.
Alright, I'm gonna descend.
Lufthansa 727, Innsbruck Tower, wind 140 at 13, runway 08 cleared to land.
Runway 08 cleared to land, Lufthansa 727.
This is where things start to fall apart, because we are in the middle of the mountains. Alright. I'm gonna close that, because I don't really need that. That's just blocking my vision. Because right now, we're literally gonna be in the clearing, so we could descend down. Alright, let me get all this fun stuff on as we're going to be going below 10,000 feet. Seatbelt signs are on, that's good. Wow, we're a little further than I thought. Yeah, I think we're like way over there is where we're supposed to be. It's okay, we can descend down to 8,000. Not the end of the world. You know what? Maybe I keep that at 10,000. Let's keep that up at 10,000 for right. Oh my gosh, that's the airport right there. That is the airport right there. Okay.
1,000 to go.
Got it. Okay, I guess I was expecting it to be over there. That's the airport right there. Cool. Well, that's completely fine. So what we're gonna have to. Yeah, this is fine. No, this is fine. We're gonna descend down, and we're gonna kind of go right up against that mountain over there, and it's gonna be a pretty tight approach. All right, let's go down to 2,500. You know what? We'll go down to 3,000. Let's go down to 3,000. Let's slow this bird down. We'll go down to 3,000. And you know what? Maybe I'll take control. Alright. I've got control of the yoke. And I think we'll probably hand fly this in. Alright, I'm gonna turn to the right. Give myself some space. Yeah, relax. There we go. All right. We're going to start turning to the right. Gonna hopefully swing it around before I hit this mountain that's right here. I guess I should have descended a lot faster. Well, that's okay. I think that happened the last time I flew here. I was way too high. Yet somehow I didn't have to make this difficult approach. All right. All right, I am going to take control. All right, we're going to take control. Airport should be off to... Airport's right there. All right, cool. Got the airport in sight. Meatballs and rice. Ooh, nice. Meatballs sound good. I haven't had meatballs in a minute. There we go. All right. Is anybody ready to see a Kai-Tak-like approach? I gotta remember, I'm on, yep. It might actually, if only the airport was on the other side. All right, why are we turning to the right? Can we not turn to the right, maybe? On air? No, we are not on air today. This one's just for fun flight. All right, airport's right over there. We're gonna swing around this valley and then hopefully come into land in one piece. We are flaps 25. I'm gonna get the landing. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Phone. I didn't mean to do the phone. Landing data. Let's get all that fun stuff in. Actually, I think I could. Nah, it's okay. We'll just have it like that. All right. We're at 4,000 right now. I don't want to go any lower because I'm a little bit afraid of this mountain. All right, can we ascend maybe? And not like nosedive this thing? We'll get that down just a little bit. Although, there we go. All right, I'll keep it. There we go. And, oops. And we will begin the, well, I don't know. Do I want to begin the turn yet? No, I don't want to begin the turn. I want a little more space. Actually, I think I might follow this valley here and then literally swing over here. And then we'll follow... Might actually follow that river. And oh, wow, there's a hill right here. I didn't even see this. It's okay. We're at 4,800. Surprisingly, we're maintaining 160 knots. I don't know how I did this to get that perfect. I wasn't even trying to get that perfect. Talia, welcome in. I follow the river, yep. I follow Road River, yeah. All right. All right, I am going to swing this thing around. Maybe kind of start descending a little bit. Move the throttles back. Ooh, I shouldn't move the throttles back that far.
To go.
All right, we do have landing clearance. So we are good to roll. There we go. Look at this. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. back a little bit. Is that a train line right there? I think we'll follow this road. Actually, the airport's right there, so we could literally just... We'll swing it around. We'll follow this tree line because the airport's literally right there. I'm going to get the gear down. We are recording the landing. Relax. Gear is down and set. And we are flaps 30. I need to get some speed. Okay, maybe not that fast. Maybe not that quick. All right, there we go. Slow him back down. Let's not stall it. Oh my gosh. Woo. Yeah, that was not pretty. No doubt that we got a wing strike on that one. I think I did. Man, I was tilted a little bit, wasn't I? How hard was that? According to landing rate, that was a 387.
Exit next available taxiway.
Not pretty.
Next available taxiway.
But that's okay. We're down.
727.
I think I need to start looking at this a little more. I think my problem is that I go way too much out the window and I don't look at this. I think that's why we had a wing strike. Did I say tail strike? Wing strike. All right, welcome to Innsbruck. Well, where do you want us to taxi to? Paulo, welcome in. All right, where do you want us? Gate 3? Innsbruck Tower, Lufthansa 727, requesting taxi, Gate 3.
Lufthansa 727, welcome to Innsbruck Airport. Gate 3, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Gate 3 taxi at my discretion. Lufthansa 727.
I think that's over there. All right, let's go. That can stay on. Strobes can go off. Navigation, beacon lights, logo lights can stay on, and we will start taxiing up to the gate. All right, get my keyboard moved back to a place that I can actually reach it. All right, that wasn't a great landing. It wasn't beautiful. Could have been a lot better, but that's okay. All right, let's get the APU on. That way, it's on and ready to go for once we get to the gate, which is literally right here. That needs to be off. That should have been turned off a long time ago. All right, I can get play flight engineer for a moment. All right, we'll get that off. All right, that's cool. All right, plane is on APU power. And now when we taxi in here, we can immediately shut down. We don't have to wait for anything. Oh, we have a stairway vehicle. I forgot. I was gonna say, but we have. Oh, hold up, 2 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking. Please be seated until the seatbelt sign is turned off. We have to wait for instructions from the ATC. So next few minutes, we should continue taxi to our gate. Thank you for your patience.
All right, sorry about that. Had somebody at the door. Had to get that real quick. This marshaler's like, bro, what is that? Cool. Alright, engines can go off. Taxi lights are off. Navigation beacon lights are off. Alright, we can get, that can go off. Seatbelt signs can go off. Alright, cool. And let's get all of this good stuff on. Ground power can go on. Cones and chocks can be set. Aft stairs can be opened. I think I have to get the door, don't I? Literally just by clicking that, and that door will hopefully open. There we go. Alright. Ground power is on. That's going to go off. I'm going to turn that on, even though we're not using it. That's going to stay on. We can get the fuel pumps off. Nope. Fuel pumps off, off, off. There we go. That can stay on. All right, and we can get the APU off because we don't need that anymore. All right, let's get deboarding started. And we are going to fly the return trip to Munich, and then that will be it for the stream.
The boarding request.
Shorter stream today, but I unfortunately do have to go early. Oh, wait. Okay. You're getting the cart. Should probably see if we have any engine damage after that crazy landing, shouldn't we? Or sorry, engine wing damage. I think if we had any wing damage, it would probably be over here if my game didn't just freeze. Looks like we may have just missed it by a couple inches. Nothing, oh gosh. Nothing here appears to be damaged, so we probably just missed it by a little bit. Flaps seem to be going up just fine. Those seem to be going up just fine. So, I guess the crisis was averted. Crisis was averted. I kind of wish they made the engine a little dirtier. What is this game doing? Come on, you didn't just freeze on me, did you? Microsoft Flight Sim, why did you do this to me? Microsoft Flight Sim actually just froze on me. Oh, Microsoft Flight Sim. What would I do without you? Oh, nope, we're back.
Bus is coming.
I thought we were back. Oh, whoa. Oh gosh, my whole computer just like exploded. Okay, no, the engine is actually dirty. I was gonna say, I kind of wish that the engine was dirty because the rest of the livery kind of has like dirt on it and everything. And then it's like it realized, oh, wait a minute. It's so ironic that that happened right. Oh, I froze again. Oh, something's going on with Beyond ATC. I think Beyond ATC crashed. Oh, I am moving on my own. Hello, sir. How's it going? It looks like he's vibing to music. What kind of headphones are those? GSX ground services. Huh, interesting. Alright, are we deboarding? Alright, I don't know what's going on with this aircraft. I might have to
Passengers deboarding starting.
restart this. I don't know why this is doing this. Game, you are working just fine. The look on the face was from watching your approach and landing, yeah. Okay. All right, let's prepare for the return flight. So we are heading all the way back to Munich. Hold up, I am getting a phone call, so hold that thoughts. I am actually getting a phone call. Don't scare the passengers, people. I'll be back in 1 moment. All right, phone call is done. Wow, see, that just looks good. Hopefully you can get a chance to stream Train Sim World 6 so you can help me. Is there a cruise control on the the M8? That red one? Because if there's a cruise control, I am so using it. All right, let's get ready for the next flight. I don't have my flight plan. Let's get the flight plan. So we are going to be Lufthansa. You know what? We're going to be 728 this time, and we are going from Lowy all back to Echo Delta Delta Mike. So it'll be a short flight. Boeing 727-200. Pax. Have that set to pounds. That's all going to be set to auto. And I don't want to have that routing. You know what? We'll use that routing. Okay, what runway is that taking off from? Runway 26. No, I'd like to have runway 8 if I can do. There we go. All right, cool. I accept that runway. Oh, gosh. That's the routing they want me on for 8? Okay, no, I'm thinking we'll do the Romeo Tango Tango 3 Juliet, because that's just a straight out, and then we're going to make a very tight turn. Okay, that's better. All right, let's take that. Oh, wait. No. 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 Okay. Just looking at this routing here. There's no good way to do this. No, but the AC64 does and the Excelia? Oh, okay. Man, I'm just looking at this routing here. I'll show it to you in a second what our routing's going to be out of here. Maybe I'll just go direct to Adillo. Maybe we just go direct to Adillo. That's going to be a very sharp turnout. Okay, so we'll go to there, and then we'll make a sharp turnaround. Okay, nope. I got this. All right, we will have that as the flight path. It's going to be 36 minutes, so it's going to be another short flight. We're flying up to 16,000 this time. All right, all of that good stuff is good. All right, let's get the pre-flight going.
Crew?
I would not like to deboard crew, thank you. Fuel's going to get loaded up. All right. Yeah, I know.
Cockpit.
All right, boarding is not completed. We'll do boarding now. All right, so while they're doing that fun business, we will get this all set up. So for the next route, we'll literally just hit erase. And I need to refresh that. Is there a refresh button here, by the way? Don't think there is. It'd be nice if there was like a little refresh button. Import route, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. All right, so we are taking off from Louis. Nope. Departure. LOWI. Runway 8. Via the Adil to Juliet. There we go. And Adillo will be the transition, which it puts in automatically. All right, after Adillo 2, we're going to be right on the Y703, which I think we were on earlier, weren't we? So number 703. Yankee 703. 703. Enter that, and then from Y03, we're going to Mogdi. And then we're going to do the Papa 66. Papa 66 down to Nisus. Then straight from Nisus, Tanko 103 down to Betos. T103 down to Betos. There we go. And we've got all the glorious, glorious waypoints in. There we go. That was easy. Hello. Guten Tag. Well, it's afternoon, isn't it? Guten Abend. Guten Abend. I think that's afternoon, isn't it? Actually, this is Austrian. Well, we're a German airliner, so. What is it? What did I say? Good afternoon. Is Guten Abend. No, it's not. Is that night that I'm thinking of? What am I thinking? Guten Abend. Oh, Guten Abend is evening. Well, it's okay. It's 6 o'clock. We could say Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Hallo. Why is there no music playing on this? There's like usually music playing during this segment. Guten Abend. All right. Yeah, why don't we take a quick look around Innsbruck while they're doing the boarding? Oh, man. That is just absolutely beautiful. Nice. Let's just take a look around Innsbruck real quick. I don't know if this is handcrafted. It kind of looks like it might be. Well, I think it is, considering it has that. It does look really good. Yeah, we've got a lot of, like, assets around here. I'm pretty sure that this is handcrafted, because normally, I think a lot of what am I looking for? I don't want to say AI generated, but some of the non-handcrafted airports, none of them really have this kind of detail and stuff. But looks really good around here. Got a little football field. And over here, there's another runway. Let's see if we can actually see it. According to the map, it's right here. You can kind of see they've got these little markers. So there's a runway here, and there might be one here. And I think it's for this little general aviation facility here. Are those for airplanes? Or are those for, like, something else? Because it almost looks like it could be for a boat, but I don't think that's an airplane. That's kind of weird.
Passengers boarding starting.
Yeah. Nice airport. Nice airport. Nice place. What are you? Little bunker. That's interesting. Might be for... Oh, trailers for gliders. Yeah, you might be right on that. Surprised that there's not traffic here. I don't know how much traffic this airport gets, but, well, they usually get seasonal traffic. I don't know what time of the year.
Fraction 189 Whiskey, Arnav Zulu, runway 08.
Oh, we have, talking about that, we actually have an aircraft coming in for landing.
Fraction 189 Whiskey, Innsbruck Tower, wind 140 at 11, runway 08, cleared to land.
I'd like to see you land.
Runway 08, cleared to land. Fraction 189 Whiskey.
Is that it right there? Kind of curious where it'll come from. This place looks... yeah. Okay, where are you at? I'd like to see you land, AI. Take the drone up. Look at this. I don't know where it is. Fraction should be like an A320, right? Actually, I could see what he is. Let's take a look at the map. Let's take a look at the map in Austria here. So we are in Innsbruck, Austria, which is not too far away. All right, so the airplane is in the valley right now. It looks like it is not anything like that. An E55P. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, we have a little, we've got like a small, what do you call it? Executive jet coming in. Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping we'd see like an A320 land here or something. Oh, there he is. Oh, wait, I don't think that's him. Nope, that's not him right there. That's something else I'm seeing. All right, we are boarded. Let's get this show on the road. All right, we're going to get that stuff can go on. Navigation lights can go on. Why are you not turning on? Oh, crap. The aircraft broke. So the aircraft broke, and none of the buttons are going to work now. I had this happen once. You see how these lights are on? That's a bug. The aircraft is glitched, so I'm going to have to restart. This is why we can't have nice things. Alright, it's fine. We don't have to do GSX again. We can just... We don't have to GSX it all up again. We'll just use GSX for pushback, and we'll take off. I've only had that happen once before. I don't know what causes it. But it's like the aircraft glitches, and it, like, crashes. And you noticed all those lights were on. Those lights, those colorful lights were not supposed to be on. And, yeah, these lights, for whatever reason, they're not supposed to be on. And that is sometimes an indication that your aircraft has kind of messed up. All right. All right, we will. Let's try again, shall we? All right. What is the cruising altitude? It's 1600. I don't even need to have that on. We'll just keep that to ground. Keep that on. All right. And instead of using GSX to board everything, we will just instantly do it on here. There we go. All right. Let's see, what time is it? Did it go back to live time? No, it didn't. Cool. Hey, it kept the right time. That's always a good sign. I'm surprised that the game loaded so quickly. There we go. All right.
Stargate radar, Nordson 5054, flight level 350.
Why am I on a radar?
Nordwind 5054.
There we go. Let's go back to Innsbruck Tower.
Fraktion 189 Whiskey, Ramp 18, Taxi at Pilotsdiskretion.
Ramp 18
Oh,
taxi.
he landed already.
Fraction
There he
189
is.
Whiskey.
That little Echo 55 Papa. Little tiny executive jet. All right, let's try this again. Lowy. Runway 8. Runway 8 via the that. Select that. Oh, crap. That is not the right one. Mateo, that's not the right one. Well, at least I was right at the beginning of the, No, we're doing a completely different one. It is the Adil 2 Juliet. There we go. Alright, from Adil to Juliet, Yankee 703. To Mogdi. There we go. Papa 66. And that is going to Nisus. All right, and then Tanko 103. On FS Hub or whatever? Can I see you? Yes, I should be able to. And that is going all the way down to Betos. Cool. There we go. All right, let's make sure that is set to nav, and we will get out of here. All right. We'll get one fuel pump on. That can stay on. That is all good. Off. Those are open. That is closed. That's okay. We don't need to use that because we're only flying up to 1,600. Sorry, 16,000. Where did Mr. Executive Jet go? Oh, there he is. Mr. Executive Jet has parked right there. Oh. There we go. I did it a little bit too early. Sometimes you do that a little bit too early and it doesn't like it. All right. Let's get ready for pushback. What are you doing? GSX, there we go. All right, prepare for pushback. Maybe we prepare for pushback. Innsbruck Tower, Lufthansa 728 with information. Alpha requesting clearance to Munich.
Lufthansa 728, Innsbruck Tower, thanks for information Alpha. Expect runway 08, Adino to Juliet departure. Squawk 1000.
We'll expect runway 08, the Adil to Juliet departure, squawk 1000, Lufthansa 728. All right. Thank you for reminding me, Mikey. I actually do need to get... Hey!
Core check completed. Ready for pushback or engine start.
All right, sorry, I was just saving something. We'll call you and ready for push and start, Lufthansa 728. All right.
Looking gear.
Need to get my flight plan over onto that. There we go. All right, the flight plan is over on LRM. Innsbruck Tower, Lufthansa 728 requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 728, Innsbruck Tower, pushback approvet. Face west.
Pushback approved, facing west, Lufthansa 728. Surprised it's understanding me so well. Like, what is this?
Release parking brakes.
All right.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, engine number 2 is starting. What are you doing? Excuse me? Okay, that's so weird. I don't know why. I don't know why this aircraft is not loading properly. What did I say? Runway 08. Let's get all the speed set. 29er83. 29er83. Let's get fuel to engine number 2. All right, so when we take off, we're gonna fly straight out, and then we're gonna basically take a very sharp turn and hopefully follow the mountains that way. So it's gonna kind of be like what we did on landing. We took a very sharp turn and then landed, except we're just gonna keep flying that way. So, all right, let me take a look at Munich. FDR and FS hub is on. Yep. Landing rate manager and FS hub is on. Yep. All right, looks like 8 left and 8 right are in use over at Munich. Look, I remember to put on the seatbelt signs. And I have 8 right as my arrival.
Set parking brake. Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Alright. Fuel to engine number 1.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can
What did I
disconnect.
just say? 8 right?
Unlocking gear.
8 right via the Beta 1 Alpha. Beta 1 Alpha with the nothing transition. Alright, it's probably going to do it on its own. There we go. Okay. All right, can get engine number 1, engine number 3 started.
Tow truck disconnected. Light has been removed.
Innsbruck Tower, Lufthansa 728, requesting taxi runway
Left is
8.
clear. Right is clear.
Lufthansa 728, runway 08, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Runway 08 at my discretion, Lufthansa 728. All right, engine number 3 is starting. Should turn those on. Completely forgot to do that. All right, engine number 3 is started. So before we take off, let's do all the fabulous generator stuff so that electrical generators can do electrical generator things. All right, get that set to 3. Turn that to bus tie. Yo, what's up?
Yes, go ahead.
Crap. I always forget. Told you, I will always forget to remove the ground power. All right, that can go on. That stuff is on. That's going to be off for right now. Everything looks good. We can now turn the APU off, and we are ready to go. All right, move it. All right, that should be flaps 15, isn't it? Yep, flaps 15. All right, we are ready to go. It'll be kind of fun taking off from Innsbruck. Alright, that didn't tell me a minimum altitude to climb to, so I'm going to set that to... get that set to 1600. Alright, let's not speed now, shall we? Get that set to 0. That could go on. Alright, look at that. Very short taxi. Innsbruck Tower, Lufthansa 728, requesting takeoff, runway 8.
Lufthansa 728, Innsbruck Tower, wind 140 at 11, runway 08, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 728. Alright, we're going to taxi to the end of the runway and then turn around. I need to get my microphone stand stretched out because I realize I'm like leaning really far to the right of my desk. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. That was weird. Had like a hiccup that didn't want to come out. That was weird. Alright. Turn to the end here. And hopefully we won't hit any mountains on the way out. That's always a good thing that you obviously wish to do. So on this flight we've got how many passengers we got with us today? How many souls do we have on board? 158 passengers going back to Munich with 8,800 pounds of cargo. All right. All right, let's sit here for a moment. We'll turn that off. All this other stuff looks good. PAX trip can go on. And I think we're ready to roll. All right, let's get back to Munich. Holding short runway 4. All right, and I am going to set my co-pilot to do radios for me. What's your problem? Why are you mad with life? Why are you mad at life? Are you not set to 15? You're set to 15. Is there something going on with this information? Is it that? Oh, that might have been it. Okay, never mind. I think the trim wasn't set. There you go. Now you're happy with life. Now, see, this right here is why I thought that engine 2 was different than engine 1. So we're going to wait for this to get up. And look at how that is higher. Look at how that is actually higher than engine 1 and 3. Actually, 3 is higher than 1, which is kind of weird. So if I take that back a little bit, that's weird. Why is that like that? Huh. That is strange. Okay. This aircraft confused me. All right, let's go. Let's stop burning fuel while we're sitting here. With the engines throttled all the way up, you know? Oh. Whoa. All right, we're up.
Positive rate.
You're up.
Lufthansa 728, Kontakt Innsbruck, Radar Departure 128.975.
Contact Innsbruck, radar departure 128.975,
All right.
Lufthansa 728.
We're going to hand fly it for a moment.
Innsbruck radar, Lufthansa 728, 2,400 feet.
I'm going to follow that in. Zoom that in a little bit more.
Innsbruck radar departure. Good afternoon. Identified.
Innsbruck radar
Climb to
departure.
10,000 feet.
All right, climbing up to 10,000.
Climb to 10,000 feet. Lufthansa 728.
There we go. All right. Start a little bit of a right-left turn here, so we can kind of stay on course. All right. I'm gonna see if I can get. Whoa. All right. I have control. I don't know why this turns in the opposite direction. So like right now, I'm turning the yoke to the right, and it's turning the yoke to the left. You know what? I don't want you on. Never mind. I disagree.
Vienna Center, Lufthansa 728, climbing 8,000 feet for 10,000 feet.
Lufthansa 728, Vienna Center. Radar contact. Climb to flight level 160.
160.
Climb to flight level 160, Lufthansa 728.
Blitzmeiter Delta Kilo. Kontakt Munich Radar 120.65.
There we go. Made a little bit of a mistake there. Accidentally clicked the wrong button and I changed the alignment. Ah!
BD71 Delta, Vienna Center, identified. Vienna Center, Oscar Echo Foxtrot Golf Echo, flight level 120.
All right, maybe you want that. All right, gonna start a turn to the right.
Echo, Vienna Center, identified.
Fortunately, we are now. All right, I need to speed up. We are now above the mountains, so we're kind of safe now.
124.925 Heston Hotel Lima.
Vienna Center, Sky Travel 9 to Alpha Tango. Good afternoon, flight level 340.
Sky Travel 9 to Alpha Tango, Vienna Center, radar contact. Air Baltic 317 Kilo, contact me on radar 124.925.
Actually keeping on that pretty well.
Center 124.925, Baltic 317 Kilo, bye-bye.
All right, I am about to pass 14,000. Yeah, we're about to pass 15,000. All right, I'm gonna turn a little bit to the left.
1,000 to go.
All right, I am going to turn on the autopilot. I'm going to keep that at 15,000. All right, I am going to set. We're gonna set the heading. Let me give it a heading. There we go. All right. So hopefully it will capture that. So we're about to fly right past it. Whoa. Relax. There we go. Now it's captured it, so that is good. Hopefully we don't run right past it. That ends up disconnecting.
Ryanair 551 Whiskey, descent to 6,000 feet.
Surprised we're already up to cruising. All right, all that cool stuff can go off. I'm going to keep the seatbelt signs on for right now, at least until we finish this turn, and then we'll let the passengers walk around and do all their things. I'm able to see where you are. Let's take a look at the FS Hub map. I need to refresh that. Yeah, looks like you're at 10,000 feet. You just left. Oh. Oh, look at this. This is new. Ooh, I kind of like that. Look, I can now see your flight path. That's new. I can see your flight path now, and I can see when you took off. That's kind of neat. What's happening? We were overspeeding. That's what happened. Talking about what's happening, we're overspeeding. Because I was not paying attention and I forgot that we don't have auto throttle. Alright, seatbelt signs can go off. Smoking signs can stay on.
Spinnaker 2695, contact me on radar 124.925. Have a good afternoon.
Center on 124.925, Spinnaker 2695.
Alright, I'm gonna keep throttles there. Yeah, that is kind of neat that I can see that now. I wonder if I can see. I don't think I could see that yesterday, could I? Oh my. Well, here's my craziness. That's nice. That's awesome that you can see your flight path. That's what you were referring to. You had a tiny scare, yeah. Look, I can see my taxi path and everything. Well, now that right there just looks like a mess. Oh gosh, why did my dog barking scare me?
Lufthansa 728, Vienna Center. Expect Betos 1 Alpha, runway 08 right.
My dog wants in, apparently. Alright, we're already getting approach clearance. I'm going to let my dog in because he is stuck in a room he doesn't want to be stuck in. I'll be right back in just a moment.
Radar contact. Tomjet 6 Papa Juliet, contact me on radar 124.925.
Contact me along raid 124.925, Tomjet 6 Papa Juliet. Vienna Center, BD267, flight level 370.
Beauty 267, Vienna Center, radar contact. Dolomiti 1 Hotel November, Lomate 1 Alpha, runway 05. Report ready for descent.
Lom 1 Alpha, runway 05, ready for descent. Dolomity 1 Hotel November.
Dolomity 1 Hotel November, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Dolomity 1 Hotel November.
Aegean 604, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, Aegean 604.
The German Shepherd has been let in.
Radar 120.65.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, Nesma 7351.
You know it's a short flight when you can still see the airport behind you, and they're already giving you landing clearance, or not landing clearance, but approach clearance.
Lufthansa 1769.
Alright. Because it's a short flight, let's get some wing views for a little bit, because we haven't had a chance to do that.
Raster 1 Charlie, runway 08 right, Lufthansa 1769.
It'd be kind of cool if passengers could sit in here. Hopefully, Flight Sim Studios will do that at some point. They had posted a message on their Facebook. It was in reply to another message saying that it was planned. So I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. Look at that. Oh, I wish I could sit closer to that.
Flower 860 heavy, contact Munich radar 120.65.
Look at that. Why can't I sit closer to these windows? Okay, there we go. But I want to see the engine. Can I open this? No, I can't.
Flight level 210.
Let's take a look at the engine by opening that up, right?
Whiskey Alpha, Vienna Center, identified. Climb to flight level 240.
Climb to flight level 240, Luxwing Whiskey Alpha.
Beauty 71 Delta, turn right, heading 325 vectors for Eindhoven Air Base.
Eindhoven Air Base.
Heading 325, Beauty 71 Delta.
Oh, that looks beautiful. Well, maybe if there wasn't any clouds. That looks real nice right there. Can the clouds just not exist for a second? There we go. Look at that.
Descent to flight level 120, BD 71 Delta.
BD 71 Delta, contact long in radar 127.6.
Contact long in radar 127.6, BD 71 Delta. Have a good afternoon.
Nice. Alright, let's go back to the cockpit. Alright, so we are heading north. Look at that. You know it's a short flight when you can see the whole flight in one view. If you do stream TSW and need to cancel your flight, I don't know if I'm going to have time to tonight. Unfortunately. I probably won't by the time we get on the ground, because I've got stuff I got to do, so. Maybe we can do it like next Friday or something. We'll see.
Lufthansa 1769, Rasta 1 Charlie, runway 08 right. Report ready for descent.
Rasta 1 Charlie, runway 08 right, ready for descent. Lufthansa 1769.
Lufthansa 1769, descent to flight level 190.
Descent to flight level 190, Lufthansa 1769.
Lufthansa 728, contact Munich radar 120.
Alright, we're back to Munich radar.
Center on 120.65, Lufthansa 728. Munich radar, Lufthansa 728, flight level 161.
Austrian 55 Charlie, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, Austrian 55 Charlie.
Lufthansa 728, Munich radar identified. Lufthansa 66 Mike, contact long and radar 127.6.
Center on 127.6, Los Angeles 6 Mike, bye-bye.
Lufthansa 728, Betos 1 Alpha, runway 08 right. Report ready for descent.
Already? I guess I'm ready to descend now.
Betos 1 Alpha, runway 08 right, ready for descent. Lufthansa 728.
Lufthansa 728, descent to flight level 100.
Descent to flight level 100, Lufthansa 728.
Max
Turn off the seatbelt
7056.
signs, right? I did turn
Contact
off
view on
seatbelt
radar
signs. Okay.
124.9025.
Alright,
Center on 124.9025, Boeing Max 7056.
alright, okay, you know what, we'll start the descent.
Delta Echo Alpha Delta Mike.
I will just set that up
Runway
to...
09er. Report ready for descent.
Radar vector.
Alright, you know what, I'm satisfied with that.
Ready for descent.
That's like, what,
Delta Echo Alpha Delta
500
Mike.
feet a minute? Might have to expedite that a little bit. Maybe we'll do another turn. That's like 700. Okay, I'm satisfied. Alright, we're doing ILS runway 08 right.
Expect Delta Tree Foxtrot, runway 28.
Runway 08 right.
Expect Delta Tree Foxtrot, runway 28, Nordic 3750.
Air Baltic for Victor Hotel. Turn right, heading 050, vector
Okay.
Zulu.
Turn right, heading 050, Baltic for Victor Hotel.
109.3.
Janex 6 to November Delta. Contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Contact Vienna Center
Alright,
124.4, Channel 6 to November Delta.
Air Baltic for Victor Hotel. Descent to flight level 100.
Descent to flight level 100,
go.
Air Baltic for Victor Hotel.
That is going to be good, and I'm going to put the information in
Southwind
here.
91 Hotel. Descent to flight level 120.
Oh gosh.
Descent to flight level 120, Southwind 91 Hotel.
I did say, that does say A right, yeah? A right, okay.
Echo Kilo Oscar Charlie. Contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Center on 124.4, Oscar Echo Kilo Oscar Charlie.
With Malta Delta Kilo, turn right, heading 335, vectors to the approach. Turn right, heading 335 with Malta Delta Kilo.
Alright, I'm going to remove those two.
Nordic 3750, Delta 3 Foxtrot, runway 28.
There we go, because that was going to, that's a duplicate waypoint. That was going to kind of mess things up.
Delta Tree Foxtrot.
There we go. So we're going to do, I wish I could move this map. Looks like right here we're going to have to vector ourselves in for the runway, because we're going to kind of do like a loop here. So, alright, I've done this approach before. It's kind of weird.
Southwind 91 Hotel, contact long and
Such a
radar
short flight.
approach 125.05.
Contact long and radar approach 125.05, Southwind 91 Hotel.
Alright, I'm going to take that down just a little bit more.
Contact long and radar 127.6.
Alright, that's going to be at about 1,000 feet a minute. That's perfectly fine.
Contact long and radar 127.6, Los Angeles 97 Victor.
Lufthansa 67 November, radar vectors, ELS runway 15. Report ready for descent.
Radar vectors, ILS runway 15, ready for descent, Los Angeles 67 November.
Lufthansa 67 November, Salzburg landing runway 15.
Salzburg, landing runway 15, Los Angeles 67 November.
Rocky 301 Alpha, contact Zurich radar 126.225.
Center on 126.225, Rocky 301 Alpha, bye-bye. Munich radar, Sky Travel 92 Alpha Tango, flight level 339er.
I'm going to take the throttles back just a little bit, because I do notice we're kind of speeding up here.
Radar contact.
Yeah, I just cannot keep these throttles aligned to save my life.
Descending via RAS to 1 Charlie, flight level 1.
We don't need to be full throttle or descending. All right, at 12,000, I am going to turn on the seatbelt signs.
Turn left, heading 080.
Just to kind of give people the optimal, you know, well, I'm going to wait till we get to 12,000. It'll be completely fine. That's off. All good, okay. That is opening back up. Flight engineers doing flight engineer things. It's all airport right there. Oh. Cool. On Air has me flying to all these little tiny airfields. Kind of neat. Although European airports aren't that great to fly to in Microsoft Flight Sim. So I don't fly to them, because a lot of them, I think for security reasons, a lot of the airports are kind of like blurred on the maps. And I think that when Microsoft Flight Sim generates them, it doesn't generate like parking spots. And it creates an issue, especially when you're using Beyond ATC. So I just exclude those airports in On Air. Just fly to all the civilian airfields. Munich arrival. Seatbelt signs are on.
QNH1011, expect the ILS runway 08 right
Okay,
with the
can we maybe make that a little bit brighter?
Lufthansa 728.
Lufthansa 728, descent to 5,000 feet, QNH1011.
1011.
Descent to 5,000 feet, QNH1011, Lufthansa 728.
Lufthansa 728, clear direct Ottersberg, cross Ottersberg at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right.
Cleared direct Ottersberg, cross Ottersberg at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right, Lufthansa 728.
Alright.
Munich arrival, Lufthansa 5 kilo.
It'll be fine. I removed the Ottersberg waypoint. It's completely fine.
Lufthansa 5 kilo whiskey Munich arrival, QNH1011 expect the ILS runway 08 right with the DM450 transition.
QNH1011 expect the ILS runway 08 right with the DM450 transition. Lufthansa 5 kilo whiskey.
Lufthansa 5 kilo whiskey, cleared direct DM450, cross DM450 at or above 5,000 feet, cleared
Alright,
ILS
we're at 10,000. We can turn on the lights.
Cleared direct DM450, cross DM450 at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right, Lufthansa 5 kilo whiskey. Munich arrival, Lufthansa 6 Papa Victor, flight level 095, we have Quebec.
Lufthansa 6 Papa Victor,
okay.
arrival, QNH1011 expect the ILS runway 08 right with the DM420 transition.
QNH1011 expect the ILS runway 08 right with the DM420 transition. Lufthansa 6 Papa Victor.
You sent some pics. I did see them on Discord. Yep. What do you want from me, cabin crew?
Yes, go ahead.
Cool.
Got it.
All right. All right, we're down to 5,000 in a minute. Got 1,000 to go. We're gonna start on that final turn right there, and then right about there, we're gonna kind of veer off and then capture the ILS. So
1,000 to go.
all right, let me get my charts up here. What is the, that's 5,000. Okay, never mind. 5,000 is what they want us at, so that's cool. And we're gonna start that left turn in a second. There we go. Start on that left turn. All right, we will get flaps 5. When you don't say anything for a while, you get concerned.
Lufthansa 1769 Munich arrival. QNH1011 expect
Yeah.
ILS runway 08 right with the DL
I'm all right. Don't worry about it.
QNH101, when expect the ILS runway 08 right with the DAM 450 transition.
All right, starting on that final turn. Gonna head straight out, turn to the right. Actually, I wonder, where's the airport? The airport should be off to the right somewhere. Actually, it should be in front of us. It's right there. That's the airport right there. So we're doing 8 right. I might hold the...
Descend to 5,000 feet.
Let's hold the heading with the course line. 259er. Okay, I need to speed up a little bit. Because you think you're distracted or something and then something happens in flight, yeah. Especially with an old aircraft like this, you gotta kind of pay attention a little more. Right now, we are starting to slow down a little bit too much. I'd like to get back up to... I'd like to get back up to at least 200 knots. All right. I am going to put this on heading hold. So we will hold that heading there. I'm going to set that to GPS. All right, well, now we're going a little bit too quickly. 080 is the course. It's already set to 080, which is perfect. I don't need to set that at all. take back the throttles a little bit. Kind of starting to speed up a little bit too quickly. All right, we're gonna maintain this heading, and then we will manually vector ourselves in for the runway. I wonder if, let's see, cleared ILS 08 right. Okay. I guess it wants me to. I don't think it's gonna give me radar vectors. It's not gonna vector me in, so we gotta manually do it. Unless it does. Maybe it will. I guess we'll have to see. It's gonna be like turn right, turn left. Just do 2 right turns will be good. All right, can we like slow down a little bit? There we go. All right, I think right there will be okay. Oh, look at that. What the heck is that? Are those little, like, fish ponds or something? That's weird that whole river is like that. Excuse me. Well, now I'm curious, and I want to try and find this river. Okay. It's not too far away from the airport. Munich is right there, so it's like to the north of Munich. To the north of München. Alright, Munich is right there. This river... Oh, there's like a little airfield right there. It might be... Oh, it's this. It's a canal. Oh, okay. So what are these supposed to be? Are those like little irrigation things? Alright, sorry, Mateo's going to become a map nerd for a minute. Maybe? Sadly, I don't think I can get any closer to those. Yeah, it's like little ponds and stuff. That's kind of interesting. Never seen that before. Now we're starting to slow down. Time to speed up a bit. A lot of sad things has been happening to your community. There's a huge fire at a house, golf course, and a brush fire. Not something you want to know. It's just unfortunate. Yep. Yeah, we've had 3 fires recently. And then I don't know if you heard, Mikey. There was actually a meteor that fell in Lake Erie. I felt it. It was 45,000 pounds, I think. It was traveling. Oh, I have the data here somewhere because I was talking about it with somebody. It fell into the lake. Some of it did break apart over land, but it created like a big shock wave. Let me see. I know I wrote it down somewhere because I was talking about it with somebody. Would have been way up here. 14,000 pounds traveling at about 45,000 miles an hour. And it hit the lake. For those that haven't seen pictures of it, small aircraft land on the Hudson River. I think I did read about that. Virtual rail camera actually caught the meteor when it was going by.
Descend to flight level 100.
Descend to flight level 100. Down T7 uniform Mike.
But yeah, virtual rail cams did catch it. So I didn't actually know that a meteor had landed until a couple hours after it happened. I was actually sitting at my computer when it happened because I had to take a family member somewhere. But I was sitting at the computer, and I heard like a big bang. Now I thought it was downstairs, like I thought maybe something fell, but my computer screens shook. Like basically my whole room shook. It was kind of weird. Oh man, we are slowing down way too quickly. Not intent for that. All right. I'm going to wait until I get to the end of that, and then we're going to swing around to get on the ILS. There we go. But yeah, it was crazy. Earthquake, basically. But yeah, it hit the lake, and that shook pretty much everything in the northeast part of the state.
Heading 050, maintain 5,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 08 right.
Turn right, heading 050, 5,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 08 right, Dalton T7 uniform Mike.
Alright, I gotta speed up. Whoa, hello. Hello, Lufthansa A320, that's a little scary. Alright, almost there.
City 02 Whiskey November, turn left, heading 225, vectors to the approach.
Turn left, heading 225 City 2 Whiskey November.
Alright, I'm gonna get the landing data in here. 29er85, 29er85 is what we have there. And I can now begin. Well, I'm gonna wait a minute more maybe.
Munich arrival, Turkish 1 Romeo Mike, flight
I'm gonna
level
set that
098, we have Quebec on board.
to approach mode. And I'm gonna start my turn to the right.
QNH1011 expect the ILS runway 08 right with the DM450 transition.
QNH 1011 expect the ILS runway 08 right with the DM450 transition. Turkish 1 Romeo Mike.
Alright, I'm gonna set that to auto glide slope as well.
All aircraft be advised information rolling on your current. QNH1011.
1011 set.
Turkish 1 Romeo Mike, descend to 5,000 feet.
Flaps 25.
Descend to 5,000 feet. QNH 1011 Turkish 1 Romeo Mike.
Turkish 1 Romeo Mike, cleared direct DM450, cross DM450 at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right.
Cleared direct DM450, cross DM450 at or above 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 08 right, Turkish 1 Romeo Mike.
Alright, we are set. Hopefully we will capture that. And some other things happen, which is just that someone drove onto the lake when it was frozen. Oh. Yeah, we have people that do that. Sometimes the lake will... It used to... I don't know if it still does it, but back in like the 90s and before. Guess they didn't know it was a road? Oh. So back in the 90s, our lake used to like freeze enough that you could drive across it. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, people have actually used it as like a shipping road to get to Canada. This was different times. All right, what are you doing? Are we not? There we go. That has now started turning.
Turn left.
There we go. Please capture that. Can you please capture that? There we go. All right. We have captured the ILS. And now my job is simply to keep the throttles from stalling us. What's my flap setting? 25?
CTO2 Whiskey November, 4 miles from Begin, turn left, heading 125, maintain 5,000 feet until established on the final approach.
I don't think the lake freezes that much anymore, unfortunately. I have actually stood on the lake while it was frozen. Because I know that, like, 10 years ago we used to get, like, really bad winters. Worse than we do nowadays, and you could go up to the lake and it would be, like, really frozen, and you could kind of, like, go out and stand on it. It's pretty neat. Because we used to get very thick ice, and we probably still do. It's just, it's not as consistent as it used to be. Alright. Now it's the time to fight the throttles and try to find a happy medium.
Have a good afternoon.
Over to tower 120.505 down T7 uniform Mike, bye-bye.
CTO2 Whiskey November, contact Munich Tower 120.505. Have a good afternoon.
There you go. Kind of found the happy medium right there.
5 City Air, 2 Whiskey November.
Set to 130. Alright, there's the runway in sight. I should report that I'm established.
Lufthansa 728, established on final approach.
Lufthansa 728, affirmative.
Alright, let's try and get back up. Went a little bit too slow. Whoa, okay.
Wide slope is alive.
Is it? Because it doesn't appear to be. Not according to that. What's cool? All right. Try and get the speed back up. There we go. Speed is back up. You sent it? You sent me it? Okay. Ooh, why are we like nosediving?
Contact Tower 120.505, Lufthansa 728. Munich Tower, Lufthansa 728, ILS runway 08 right.
Dolo Métier 7 Uniform Mike. Exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available
All right.
taxiway.
Glide slope is alive.
Uniform Mike.
Lufthansa 728, Munich Tower. Continue.
Wilco, Lufthansa 728.
All right. Oh, that guy just logged off. You see, whenever I'm coming in for an airport, sometimes it's really hard to tell what's a runway and a taxiway, because that right there would give me taxiway vibes. That right there looks really big. See, that looks like a runway because it's like really big. That right there is like it's like the rubber that they've got on the runway when airplanes land and stuff. But that right there is actually just two taxiways. That is the runway. And it throws me off sometimes. All right, we don't have the gear down just yet. Oh, DMs. An A320neo from United is being towed. And you coastline over it. Ooh, okay. Alright, I need to slow down.
Exit next available taxiway. City Air 2 Whiskey November.
Nice.
Runway 08 right, cleared to land. Lufthansa 728.
Alright, we are clear to land. I'm gonna get, you know what? I'm gonna wait to get gear down. You're fine. You just saw it on Instagram, yeah. You're completely fine. Alright, gear down. While talking about being distracted, USA Jets 727, registration November 726 US, Uniform Sierra, has diverted back to Willow Run Airport after taking off earlier today, which is kind of weird. It took off earlier today. It was heading down to Laredo, and then it returned, I would say probably 30 minutes into its flight. And it looks like it's actually scheduled to take off again in about, well, actually, it was supposed to take off about 10 minutes ago. But it looks like it's scheduled to take off, so it must not, oh my god. It must not have been anything too serious. I need to get the gear down. Gear's already down. What are you doing? All right. There we go. This is fine. All right, I'm going to take control. Look at that shadow. I want to take a screenshot. Mateo's distracting himself by a really cool shadow on the ground. Oh, I felt like that was a little rough. Although, I gotta say, that was a better landing than what we had in Lowy. See, Mikey, Mateo distracts himself. It's not you distracting me, it's me getting distracted. Because I saw that there was a shadow on the ground. I was like, oh, Mateo followed the still cockpit rule, yes.
Exit next available taxiway, Lufthansa 728.
447? That was harder than the Innsbruck landing? No, I object. Whoa, that's a little bit of a hill, isn't it? Munich, why? Okay. Please don't blow me up. Okay. Oh, I just went back down the hill. Come on. Jet, you've got the power. Come on, Jet. Do you really not have the power to get up that little hill? All right. Hold on. Let's reverse this. What? All right, hold on. We got this. There we go. That was weird.
Lufthansa 728, contact ground 121.83. Bye-bye.
Which, by the way, for those wondering about the reversers on the
727,
727, they're inside the engine. Take a look. For those wondering. Pretty neat little thing. All right, contact ground. We're going to gate 194. Is that the truth? I want to go to... Where were we parked at originally? I'd like to go to gate 310. Munich ground, Lufthansa 728 requesting taxi to gate 310. Because I don't want to go to whatever gate it wants to send me to.
728, welcome to Munich. Gate 310, taxi via Bravo 10, Tango, Bravo 12, Echo, Delta 3, Echo 3.
Gate 310 via Bravo 10 Tango, Bravo 12 Echo, Delta 3 Echo 3, Lufthansa 728.
Alright, did I choose the right gate? I feel like I... Okay, I did choose 310. Alright, let me get my charts real quick. Where are we at? We're at Bravo 10. Which is going to be this one here. Where did he say to taxi to? Bravo 10 Tango, Echo, which is actually... Alright, so we will turn right here. Why does this airport look like a mess? Oh, there's a hill right there. Time to throttle up the engines. Why is this airport doing this? And also, what? Whoever painted these lines was obviously under the influence. You sent another 2 picks? Okay. I will have a look at those in just a moment. Mateo, you should remember to get the APU on. All right, we're gonna turn Sierra 8. What's that? Is that an Air France right there? That doesn't look like Air France. Sierra 8 Deco Delta 3 Echo 3. Yeah, Mateo, combine Delta and Echo into Deco 3. Gosh, these taxiways are all sorts of messed up. To that, we've got a Talia, I believe that is. Oh, it's got a nice livery. And bridge, please be legit. Okay. Oh my gosh, that A320 just like swung around. All right, I gotta go this way. Is there a way to taxi that way? Should be. Literally right here. Oh, not right here. Oh yes, I think right here. Okay. Alright, cool. Let's go straight. I'm going to get the the flight engineer panel kind of all set up for when we switch over to APU power. That can go off. That right there can go off. Those two can stay like that. That can go to ground. That is on. Let's close that. All right, we are on APU power. Gosh, I don't even know where I'm going. All right, I'm going to taxi down this. Got that A350, I think that is right there. Nice. Discover. You hear, like, Morse code in the background? Really? Alright, where am I supposed to turn in at? Right there, it looks like. I don't need to have any of this stuff on. Wow, look at the interior of this place. I haven't actually explored this much. We should explore this airport. Do I not hear its beeping? Is it the clicking you're hearing? It's like down here somewhere. I'm not sure I hear it, no. Alright. Parking brake is on. Engines are off. Alright. You probably the clicking. Yeah, there's a I don't know what that is. Might be that. Alrighty, let's get the aircraft on low. Sounds like Morse code. Maybe. I might be able to hear it, yeah. Shoot. That's not what I meant to do. That can stay off. Alright, ground power is on, and we can now put the fuel pumps off. Fuel pumps are off. That can stay on. That can go off. Gallery power can stay on. Alright, cool. And let's commence the deboarding process. You parked a bit too far in askew.
The boarding requested.
Things you notice, yeah. No, it's fine. Oh, can you... Hello? Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, please leave the aircraft through the front door. On behalf of the entire cabin crew, we would like to thank you once again for flying.
I like
with
the
us.
audio quality.
We wish you a pleasant stay and see you soon.
Alright, I will turn off.
Passengers deboarding starting.
I want to get the rear stairs open here so we can kind of have a look around the aircraft. It's not too often that I open these. I always fly the freighter variant. This is actually the first time I'm flying the passenger 727 in a minute, so... Because I like to do freight stuff. I like flying heavy. Because flying heavy can be a challenge, especially when you're at smaller airports and stuff, and I enjoy freight. I think if I could have, like, passengers sitting here, I might enjoy it a little bit more. Because it's kind of immersive with the A320 and 737 and MD-82. I think the MD-11 is also like this. To kind of come out and see passengers sitting here. It's nice to see it. Especially when I want to do wing views. Especially if I want to, like, sit here and chill. It's nice to kind of see passengers sitting around, you know? Hopefully they can do that soon. Alright, have a good night. Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Einen schönen Abend. Einen schönen Abend. Alright. You know what I want to do? Because this is going to be the last flight we're doing, we will get the engine covers on. Just have a little look around the aircraft real quick. Wait, hold on. Did I turn that off? I did. Okay. All right. Well, that was the Lufthansa 737. Beautiful aircraft. Really fun to fly. So you sent 2 pics. You saw on Instagram and again a big hill. Ooh. Nice. Delta Connection CRJ. Oh, wow. That's a little scary, isn't it? I don't know why some airports have those. It's just the weirdest thing. Oh, man. I gotta say, Munich is Munich is a handcrafted airport. I'm pretty sure. Like 909% sure. It's so weird that the taxiways are all crazy. Maybe that's like that in real life. There you go. Spotted the Airbus A380. There's an A380 here. Where's that eighth? Ooh, look at this. Controller station? Alright, looks like he's still sitting there. Well, this kind of neat. Where's that A380? It said I took a picture of an A380. Ah, there you are. Tower Simulator 3 vibes, literally. We could control Munich. Munich's a little crazy. Armenian. Who is this guy over here that I saw earlier? Oh, Eurowings. Okay. Alright. I didn't know that camera mode was the thing until recently. I like it. I don't know where it was before. Alright, let's explore this place a little bit. Can I go in here, or should I be in the camera mode? Oh, I can't go inside. Alright, I need to be in camera mode to go inside. Adios, guten Abend. Come on, camera mode I go. There we go. I like how I can fly inside in cabin mode. Like, look at this crazy detail. This is amazing. There we go. Take some pictures from inside the cabin. Inside the terminal. Oh, why is this here? There we go. Maybe I can zoom it in a little bit. There we go. That looks nice. Big A320 family. Oh, if I could. There we go. Yeah, this is a nice airport that they've got here. Oh wow, there's 3 levels on this place. Wow, this is quite a massive terminal. All right, let me reset the horizon. There we go. Taking some photos. New York, JFK, Copenhagen. Copenhagen? Mateo, say that correctly. London, Heathrow, Paris, Stockholm, Helsinki, Finland. Lisbon, Frankfurt, Amsterdam, Tokyo. Hong Kong, I'm assuming. Los Angeles, Singapore, Brussels, Munich, which we're already in Munich, so maybe this isn't from Munich. Huh. Okay.
All aircraft be advised, information Sierra now current. QNH 1011.
Look at that. That's such crazy detail that they have inside this place. Like I'd have to bet that nobody's traveled behind this desk to kind of just take a look at the stuff that's here. Nobody's had a look at this probably. So interesting. We've got a guy, Cavarro, in an A321. I don't know why I emphasized the T so much on that. So, all right, I'm going to look at a map of Munich real quick, just before we end stream.
You want to deboard crew.
Would I like to deboard crew? Actually, yeah, we can deboard the crew. All right, I'm going to set the camera just here for a moment. Are the taxiways messed up in real life? Oh, they might be, actually. Hey, that might be real. So when we were taxiing, the taxiways were all weird. That might be... Yeah, that's real life. That's real life. So, alright, never mind. I take back what I said about I wonder why the taxiways are like this. It's like that in real life. It's crazy and makes no sense. It's literally like that in real life because I looked at this and I thought that doesn't look right. So that exists. That exists. Because we were on were we on this taxiway? I think we were on this one, yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, I went up here and then turned. I didn't follow this. Okay, so the taxiway markings in Munich are actually like that. It's real. It's real. Alrighty. Well, with that said, that's going to do it for the stream. I will be back on Tuesday. We will be continuing Half-Life. I think we'll actually be finishing Half-Life. We might start Half-Life 2. I don't remember where we are on that. But, I will then be back next week sometime. So Tuesday, Half-Life. Thursday, we'll be playing, hopefully finishing, Are We There Yet? And then, if I'm back on Friday, I might play some Farm Sim. We'll see. Or I might play SimRail. I don't know. I thought about revisiting SimRail. We'll see what happens with that. But anyways, I will see everyone around. Have a good rest of your Sunday. And take care. I cannot get enough of this livery. It's just, it looks good. Alrighty, I will see everyone later. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Oh, I also forgot. Landing Rate Manager says that my landing was 447. I want to take a look at Volanta real quick. Volanta says... says that it was 443. So, apparently that landing was worse than the Munich landing. Munich was 389. So, there we go. Alright, have a good rest of your, hopefully it's multiplayer one day. Farm Sim? Or Train Sim. Alright, I will see everyone later. Oh, okay. Makes sense.